The city, home to the 49ers, called out for a financial fumble. Turns out Santa Clara taxpayers have been footing the bill for costs that should have been billed to Levi Stadium. Good evening, I'm Alan Martin.
And I'm Veronica Dela Cruz. Serious questions being raised about whether taxpayer dollars were spent to support Levi's Stadium. KPIX 5's Kiet Do reports from Santa Clara with a story that you will only see on 5. Kit?
Yes, this was the first meeting of the audit committee where they've been investigating for the past month. And it turns out that Santa Clara city employees have been doing work for Levi's and not billing the stadium for it. And now it looks like the city of Santa Clara is looking at a possible huge reimbursement. After a month of investigating, the two seasoned auditors feel Levi Stadium likely owes the city of Santa Clara a significant amount of money.
Are we talking about tens of thousands of dollars? Are we talking about over $1 million?
I don't have a number for you right now. We know it's an issue. We do think it's worth exploring.
Voter-approved Measure J was designed to keep Santa Clara taxpayer money from going to run Levi Stadium, including Santa Clara police while they're on the clock for the city. Earlier this year, the Santa Clara County Civil Grand Jury released its findings after receiving complaints about Measure J violations. The grand jury conducted many interviews, but in the end could not verify the complaints, but recommended an audit because after asking multiple stadium managers, how do you assure that the city's general and enterprise funds are protected from subsidizing the operation and maintenance of Levi Stadium as stated in Measure J? The answer was consistently, I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know how that happened, but the good thing is we're going to find out what was the damage done.
Mayor Gilmore says after years of not having one, there is now finally a code on employee timesheets to bill their work to the stadium. Are you confident that Santa Clara will be made whole at the end of this?
I'm absolutely confident now. Now that we have the auditors in place, we're taking a very proactive step to make sure that we are complying with the law.
Former police union president Pat Nicolai is running for the chief position. He asked the council members that were here to lift a blanket order that prevents police officers from speaking to the public. I have a sense that you've seen some wrongdoing, but you can't tell me about it.
That's correct. And I've had officers come to me with their concerns, and they've laid out what they think are possible violations of Measure J.
I want the audit to be very factual. I want it to be thorough. And I think the only way you can do that is to really be able to investigate it internally first and get the officers' involvement. And then once the audit is complete, then we can have the discussions with the media and with our citizens and everywhere else.
And Chief Mike Sellers called it election year grandstanding. In fact, he says he welcomes the audit. We asked Mayor Gilmore if she thinks she'll actually get reimbursed for all that work. She says that if they can prove that they did the work, then by law, it must be repaid. Live in Santa Clara, Kiet Do, KPIX 5.